Hi, my name is Tia or Tia Lynn, but most people call me Tia. So I'm going to be telling my story a little bit and just like basically my recovery journey. It's going to get a little bit deep, it's going to get a little bit crazy, it's going to get kind of personal. But I feel like for people that's struggling in addiction, the hardest part is admitting that you have a problem and then being able to look at somebody else and be like, all right, I hear what you're saying because you can relate because I'm also going through that. So here we go. Voila, let's do this. So basically, I'll give a little bit of a background. I've got a lot of trauma. I've got BPD and I've got ADHD. And as people like to say in this thing that we call recovery, I'm pretty fucked up. So let's just go back to the, normal parts. We'll start with me and where I was born, where I'm from, and kind of where I am now. So basically, I was born in California, but 2 months old, my mom got me on a plane, and I was in Kansas City. Eyes were blue when I was born. I had dark hair, and then all of a sudden, it fell off, or however they say it, and I became blonde. So like, this is not my natural like what I was born with. No, it was golden, pretty blonde. I was a very sweet kid, and I was raised a little bit in Missouri until the age of 6, and then at 7, I ended up going to Louisiana, and I was raised from 7 to 14 in Springfield, Louisiana. Now, after my stepdad passed away, yes, there's a lot of trauma in that family thing. I have a real dad and a stepdad, but my stepdad has passed away. His family was abusive, but my real dad, he was abusive, but not so much as my family because I have been kind of like closed off from them just because we ended up in Louisiana and they're usually in Kansas. Now, after he died, my stepdad that is, my mom went back to her family, which is in Missouri. And that's where I'm at now. I'm in Springfield, Missouri. Whoop whoop. Yeah, anyways. But I've been here ever since I was 14 to different towns, etc. during my drug abuse, etc. and blah blah blah. Now, right now, I just got out of treatment on this past Wednesday, so March 16th of or is it no, today's the 17th. So I got out the 13th of March. My daughter was taken into custody, my newborn, because I just had a kid. Her name is Alexiana. She's very beautiful, very healthy. She was born at 7 pounds, 7 ounces. I'm very lucky. A lot of kids usually have low birth weight. She was not. I got very lucky with that. And my DOC, or drug of choice, is methamphetamines. So I got out of rehab on the 13th, this past Wednesday, March of 2024. And I am 42 days clean today. Yeah. All right. But basically, it got to the point where I thought I could quit, and obviously I could not. So I have 4 kids: Matthew, Tegan, Tyler, and John. The ones in between, the middle ones, those are twin girls. Matthew's 5, the twin girls are 4, and then Jonathan, my youngest boy, he is 3. So I have a newborn. She's a month old, and I called for help because this is like my 3rd time getting clean. I knew what to do. I had messed up. I isolated. I'm also married, so there's like a whole slew of things that I can tell you about my situation, my story. I have an amazing husband, but he's also an addict. I shouldn't say but. I hate the word but. I do not like how stigmatized people in recovery or addiction are. It's a disease. It's a disease. It's something that I didn't wake up and go, oh, I want to use today. I'm going to go fuck up my life today. That's not something that I said. I didn't want to lose my kids. That's not at all what it was. It's not that I didn't love my kids. Look, there's a whole thing behind it. I have trauma. There's this void inside of me that I have to fix. And I thought that my husband could fix it. I thought that everything else could fix it. And I've come to believe that my higher power, which is God, I'm very Christian. I love God. He's the one person besides my mom that's always been there no matter what. No matter what. And he loves me no matter what anybody says. No matter how many times my husband has hurt me, no matter how many times anybody I've loved has hurt me. Because let's just be honest, if you love somebody and you care about them, you don't even mean to, and you'll still hurt them. I never meant to hurt my mama. I never meant to hurt my kids or put them in the line of fire. That's not something I woke up and decided to do. That's not, no. I have impulsivity. It stems from the ADHD and BPD that I suffer from. And they're not even sufferings. I feel like the ADHD is an ability. The BPD, on the other hand, sometimes can be a curse, but it's also a good thing, I feel like, in times, because it just means that I love hard. I feel things extra hard, and that I hate how stigmatized all of these disorders are. It's like mental health needs to be made more aware. And so that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm doing this. For me. I'm doing it for me. And that's who you have to do it for if you're going to get clean and actually stay clean. So that's a little bit about my story. But if you want more, let me know, because I am more than willing to share. And if you have questions, please help me along my journey of getting this out there, because I just feel like it's so hard. And it's so hard for me specifically, because what happens when you're so self-aware is that they're like, oh, well, then you meant to have done this, or you know what I mean, like just the way that BPD is stigmatized, like, oh, they know what they're doing. No, that's not. No, I'm self-aware because I can compartmentalize my behaviors. That's obviously a problem. I can acknowledge them. It's a superpower, but it doesn't mean I know everything. I'm not omnipotent like God. I'm not. He's in control. Trust me, I've tried. I am not in control. I thought I knew everything. I thought I knew this, but it turns out like I was just so stuck in my trauma, and I just didn't know any better. But that doesn't mean that I didn't know any better. Like I knew that I shouldn't have gotten high. I knew that much. But at the same time, like, I didn't know why I was being the way I am, or why I hurt so much, or why it's just like so hard for me. Like, I literally just knew that I was hurting, and I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to stop. I didn't want to feel. I didn't want to have to deal with that every day. And it's like so hard, because I'm sitting here wanting to raise my babies, and I'm feeling so broken, and it's not their fault. And I thought, oh, well, I'm a bad mom because I don't have it under control, but that's not the case. There are so many people out there just hurting so bad, and everyone just makes you feel like a POS at times, or everything just feels so hard, and it feels like you have the world on your shoulders, but you don't. You're not that strong, but you are strong because you're getting through it, and it's hard because everybody tells you you're strong, but you don't feel strong. So, like, I'm just here to tell you that, like, I feel that shit. I feel it so much. So, I mean, if you've got some advice, I'm all ears, because I'm starting over again, but I'm not starting over. I'm starting from experience, and it's going to get better. So, if you're out there struggling and you haven't made that first step, if you haven't asked for help, then do it. People aren't going to judge. I mean, people can be jerks, don't get me wrong, but give it time. Even if you're still struggling, like you wake up that morning and you use, and you ask for help, and someone makes you feel like shit, and you're just gonna keep using. Just don't give up. Don't give up. Please don't give up. Don't let those people that are jerks to you just make you feel like you're not worth it, because you are fucking worth it. You're an individual. You have a heartbeat, and you can change. Because your identity is not that trash that everybody told you when you were young. Your identity is not that trash that says, oh, well, because they did it to you, obviously you deserved it. Like, no, that is not true, and that's not who you are, and identity is behavior. And if you can acknowledge the behaviors that you have, then you have a chance to change your identity. So make that your superpower. If you're self-aware, make that your superpower. If you have ADHD, make that your superpower. Don't let nobody tell you who you are, because they don't know you. They don't know you like you want to know you, because you don't even know you yet. If you haven't given yourself the time to feel the emotions that you're struggling with, then you don't even know you. So give yourself some time to process, and don't let nobody tell you that you're not worth saving, because, honey, you are. Whether you're a man, girl, boy, woman, I don't care who you are. You're worth it. So don't let nobody, I mean, if you're not worth it, then I'm not worth it. Let's put it like that. And I'm fucking worth it. My kids are worth it. My husband is worth it. God's worth it. Just Don't forget that. Please don't forget that. Also, thank you for watching, and I really hope that I make some friends doing this, because there's a world full of people out there that are amazing, and I can't wait to meet you. I really can't fucking wait, because I'm tired of feeling alone. I'm tired of isolating and feeling like no one understands me. I'm tired of it, and I bet you are too. So what's up, friend? Hi, I'm Tia, and it's nice to meet you. Oh, it's nice to meet the new you once you get there. But hey, I ain't there all the way yet either. Let's do this together.